Hey everyone, I'm Brittany, owner of Scott Lane Designs, and I make custom gifts and accessories. And today we're actually going to be making car coasters. So we're going to be using two different types of materials, and the first one we're going to be using is sandstone. So it's exactly as it sounds, it's stone. Our second one that we're going to be using is neoprene, and this is more of a bendable fabric. So it's actually like a scuba type gear material. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a design that Olivia created. I really haven't made much other stuff with this, so I'm excited to have this be a car coaster and actually post it. So this is what she made in Procreate. I am not good with that. She actually hand drew this, and there is no way that I could ever do this. So we're going to start with I think I'm going to put this one on the sandstone. So we're going to make this size the 2.75, but I'm going to make it like a 2.8 just to make sure it's has enough of a lip. Let's shrink you down a little bit. I don't want to go too much shrinkage. Let's see. Just enough to where I don't want it to be too small to where we can't actually see it. If you're using Silhouette software, you can use Photoshop or Canva or whatever works best for you. I like Silhouette. It's very user-friendly. It's easy for me, and it didn't take very long to learn. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight these, and then we're going to come over here and modify and crop. So we've got our car coaster for our first one. I'm just going to copy it and paste it, and we're ready for that one. I am using my Sawgrass SG800 to print this sublimation sheets, but you know what? I think I'm going to switch to the Epson F170 sublimation printer because Sawgrass has just been having some issues, and their updates have been messing up a lot of the software, and it seems like they really don't care about the end user, just about putting more money in their pocket. This is all alleged. I'm not saying they do, but that's just how we feel. All right, so we have our designs printed out, and we are ready to tape everything. So I am going to use my tape rather than the spray. You can also use your spray if you have it. If that works good for you, that's great. I like the spray, but I don't need it for this project. So I'm going to throw that back over there, and we are going to start off with this design. It does have like a creamy color right here, but you can't really see it with this sublimation design because it always prints out a little bit duller. All right, so with your sandstone, we'll take a look at these real quick up close and personal. On one side, it is a very bright white, and that is the side that you're going to sublimate on. And on the back side, it's more of a grayer, muted, duller color. We're not going to sublimate on that side because if you do, it just makes the design not as vibrant. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did get these, I believe, from, I want to say Condi a while back, maybe even JP Plus. I'm not sure where I got this from. To me, the Amazon one with the glossy finish and then the ones from Michael's with the glossy finish are much better. This is like a sandstone muted matte flat color. So let me show you the difference between that. I've got one that I've messed up, but you can see the difference between the glossy. So here is a glossy one, and you can see everything in there. I didn't leave this on long enough, so that's why it's a little bit ghosting right there. And this one, you cannot see it. And I'll show y'all again whenever I press it, the difference. Okay, so let's take these. I don't have any more glossy. That's why we're not doing glossy right now. So we're going to do you up like that since the design is going that way. And I'm going to put the notch down at the bottom. I tend to like to put it at the bottom. Some people like it on the side. Some people like it up top. It's whatever your preference is. I just feel like, as you can see, whenever I do the monogram, I like putting it where the full monogram can be seen. So we're just going to go ahead and tape all of these up and get them ready to press. So with these being the neoprene, you do have to lint roll these also, just because they're that, you know, weird fabric that will turn blue if you don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both of them. And y'all tell me if y'all like it this way. Do y'all like me filming overhead, or would you prefer me to like film it from the side? I guess I could do both way, and you can tell me which one you like better. I feel like for a tutorial, it's always better to come above so you can see what I'm doing. So that's what I did. Okay. So you can see barely the outline here. And I am going to make sure it's in the middle. I know it's so hard to see because I've got a shadow on here for some odd reason. Okay. So let's take it and we're going to put you here. And let's see where the top is. The top is here. I know y'all can't see that, but I can. And then I think I'm going to push it up just a smidge. Okay. I think we're going to stick there. And I guess we will see as it prints. The bad thing with the lighter colors is it's so hard to see where you're going. And I don't like making the design fit exactly the size of this neoprene because it does smush and it does like spread out a little bit. So you'll always end up with like a white outline or the color not looking full. So hopefully that does not happen here. All right. So we've got that one. And then on this one, we are going to do another neoprene. I really like this design. You know, at first I said I didn't like it because it looked sort of funky. But I guess I'm just funky. Okay, so on this one, we are going to take it and we are going to try and line it up. I think I'm going to try and get my coaster to measure right above that, and then the notch can be here. So let's see. Because I still want it to be in the middle, and I don't really want it to be off much, but it may be a little bit off. I think that might work. I feel like every time I film a video, someone's outside cutting the grass, and I love having the window open because it feels so great outside. So we're just gonna have to hear the lawnmower go for a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So we're gonna set you there and maybe go up just a little bit because it doesn't quite match, and I know I'm not in the video frame, so let's put it there. Okay, I think that matches up pretty good. So let's put you here, tape it down. We're good to go there. And then on this last one, I was going to do the neoprene, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do the sandstone, see what it looks like. That's got a little notch in it, but this is just for the video. And I may put it on Etsy as like a oopsie just because it has like a weird notch on it. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's put this here. I did this one really big. That is okay. So with the sandstone ones, these can go for 60 seconds, and the shimmery or glossy ones need to go for 200 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna take these over to the heat press and we are gonna put it at 385 for 60 seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and press all of them, and then we'll bring it back over here. So I am gonna go ahead and do both of the neoprene ones at the same time. If you like doing them separately, you can, or you can do them both at the same time. So make sure you have your butcher paper at the bottom and then your butcher paper at the top also. And let's hope, yep, we're gonna hit it. All right, let's see what they look like. Okay, she's sort of cute. She is very cute. And okay, these are adorable. You know what? These are adorable. I don't care what anybody says. This one here is not my favorite because of me. I should have made it, the monogram, a little bit bigger. I tried to make it small thinking it would be in the middle, but it ended up being sort of down. So I probably could have made the monogram a little bit bigger and move it up a little bit more. But I think it's cute and very preppy. And that is me. Okay. These turned out very cute. And you can see right here where the white is, like it's different from the yellowy tannish background. So these turned out very cute as well. And I just love these. I think they turned out perfect. I mean, the color is great. The design fits perfectly. I'd love to see it on the Sandstone too, just to see what the difference is. And then the last one is the bows, and I absolutely adore these. They are very fun. They are leopard print and pink, which are two of my favorite things. I don't really like pink leopard print, but this design just brings it all together. Okay, so I did say I was going to show you all the difference between the Sandstone car coaster with no gloss and with the gloss. So this is the difference in it. And you can see, like, whenever I'm moving them both the same ways, the white light, you can definitely tell the difference. I do believe going forward, I think I've already said this, that I'm going to continue using the glossy kind. I just think it gives more of like a oomph, should you say. I do like this, but it's just sort of a dull look. But I have, like I said, I have moved over to the glossy. So car coasters are done, but I have also want to show you what you can bundle it with to make a bundle to sell like more than one item and what different types you can make. So you've got your car coaster and you've got your car charm. This is just a felt type freshie is what they call it sometimes. I do not sell these with the scents. I don't want to sell scents. I don't want to sell anything liquid. So you can add whatever you want to it. I just sell the design. So that is that. Okay, so moving on. I really love this one. I know it's a little bit much and I am a little bit much, but I do love this. And then you pair it with a car charm. How cute is that? And they are front and back. You don't have to do front and back, but these are precious, okay? And then my last one, you know what? I really love these. I do like these car coasters. They're really pretty. And then I did the same thing. I have the car charm for it. Those are, they're perfect. They match and it just adds extra selling point. So if you were wanting to sell car coasters, that would be a great idea to add to. You can always add another extra piece, and these are the chapstick holders. They come with a key ring right here. I don't have it on, but you can personalize the back, leave it blank, sell as is like this, and that would be another selling point. So I know this is supposed to be like just a tutorial, but I'm also giving you options of what you can do to maximize sales. Because if you're in the business of a small business, you want to make sales. So that's what we're doing. Overall, I'm very happy with how everything turned out. I may have already said that. If I did, I'm sorry. I doubled back and said it again. But if you liked this video and you would like to see more like it, want me to do more tutorials, I need to do some day vlogs because I have lots of orders coming in, which I'm very thankful. So thank you everybody for supporting me. It really means a lot. Like, I'm getting more traction to my website and my Etsy is doing really good. and I'm very thankful. So thank you so much. Like I said, want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe, share it to your friends, let them see what we're doing over here, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.